Architectural Builders Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
A jig or an installation template or a router guide or whatever for some Schlag strikes.
I'm looking for router guides actually, and like master fixtures if possible.
Okay, so what do you want to mortise?
Well, we've got specifically it's a L9070PD lever handle with a strike plate and a face plate that we're wanting to cut into an aluminum door.
Okay.
And I am not at all to do it with needing the I can get the templates from the supplier, but as far as like master fixtures and all the drill jigs basically for that.
Sure. So what you're saying is with that L9070, you've got the template you can pull out of the box, but you're looking for something to clamp onto the door and to guide you.
Yeah, like I think they call them a master fixture. Like, yeah, you clamp it on, exactly center it, and then router that out. Yes. Yeah. And then also for the cylinder as well, too. I looked up on your site. I think it's a M204-198. I think works for that. But
No.
Okay.
An M204-198 is in essence a tool that assists you in drilling, but that is not for an L series lock.
Okay.
Yeah, that would just do the lever through bolt holes only. So yeah, so let's take a look. There is a company by the name of Major, and they manufacture a whole mess of tools for this. How many doors do you have to do?
8 total. There's 5 lock sets, I guess is what I need to tell you. Yeah.
Okay. So are the edges of the doors already prepped?
No.
Icky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that I've got to cut these in. I'm a commercial glass company that we usually have the door supplier do this, and they're about 12 weeks out right now to do these things. So time-wise, that just doesn't work right now. So
yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
And I've just drawn it out and done it by hand. It just this is don't want it to look chunky. You know what I mean? So I was looking for this kind of stuff.
Sure. So setting you up with a doodad that you can clamp to the edge of the door, and then would give you the ability to add face plates to the face of the door so that you can then drill those is easy stuff.
Okay.
Let me pull up. I don't get asked for these all the time, so I have to get the catalog pulled up here. Because I have personally mortised thousands or tens of thousands of doors, and I've never invested in these tools. Although I have tools to do it. The way I also have CNC equipment, or have had. So what you would end up doing is you would get the clamp, you would get the face plate you'd get the plate for the edge of the door so you can get your 8 by 1.25 inch. Obviously you're going to leave a radius corner that you're going to have to file out because the lock or you're going to grind the armor front down. Then you're going to get face plates that will clamp to that edge fixture that will then give you the holes drilled with the bushings inserted so you can mark and then drill all your holes. So having said all that, let me give you an idea of the threshold of pain on these, and then talk about how you might do it differently.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a new glass shop. Previously, we've had just used a router and just kind of used them. And yeah, you know, if you need the corners a little better, you can kind of hand do those. And I've done them just by hand as well, or, you know, had guys do them. But my concern is just that it won't look just perfect, like done by hand. And there's a lot more room for error without the actual clamps. I just like the. So.
Yeah, you would never want to do it by hand. That's no good. Okay, so the clamp, I have to pull up the plates. That is
part numbers from Allegiant. I'm looking at the actual template that we're getting for the armor front and the strike.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't need to know any of that. I know what's in there.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, so that is, those are the face plates. Okay. Okay, so the clamp, the two face plates, and the adapter that would go onto the clamp so that you could do the 8 by 1.25 inch, you know, you've got $1,000 investment in those items to do that stuff. So, having said that, if I was going to do the job, I wouldn't use any of that stuff. I would use a template that I would clamp to the edge of the door to give me my 8 by 1.25 inch. That I would have a template for that. Porter Cable makes a screw together clamp that would work perfectly for this, and that item is, let's see, don't want to guess. Cable template, Porter guide, cable. Okay. I forget the part number of the thing all the time. You know, you buy it. You know, I've owned 10 of them over 30 years. Okay, template guide. Okay. There it is. Okay. So the template from Porter Cable that you could clamp to the edge of the door, that thing is about $300. So with the Porter Cable $300 thing, it would give you the 8x1.25 inch. All the function holes on both sides of the door, you'd have to lay out by hand. The reason I wouldn't spend the money is because laying it out by hand is my middle name. And what I mean by that is I've done it so many times, I wouldn't rely on a template to help me do it. Having said that, if I was the boss man in the office and I hung up my tool apron 20 years ago and I needed to tell an employee, go out and do 5 of these doors, I would definitely have the tool, because then, it's just foot diameter, hole A, that kind of thing. So it's
I think I would want to go ahead and just be safe and get it all. And, if we drop however much in the job, we know it's right, because going back will cost me way more than that. So.
Yeah, there's no doubt. So, this clamp would allow you to clamp on the door. It would give you the fixture for giving you the 8x1.25 inch. It would give you the 2 faceplates that you would then screw on to the unit itself, and that would give you the ability to mark or drill, to drill by means of marking them all of your other function holes. So for the cylinder, for the spindle, for the screws that go through the spring cages, it would give you that. If it's a scutcheon trim, which I don't know if yours is or not. But yeah, I mean, it's a very high quality tool. Major Manufacturing does a great job with this stuff. It's just a matter of, 5 doors, $200 a door. So if you're going to do more of them, it's easy to amortize it.
Well, I mean, in the future, I'm sure we'll run into this again. That's not the end of the world. So you think the porter cable is it just screws on and clamps and allows you to hold it, but it doesn't have the function hold, is what you're saying, like the everything else on it, basically.
Yeah, the porter cable idea would give you the part that you can't do by hand. You can't route that 8-inch tall by 1.25 inch wide armor front. You can't do that by hand. You've got to have a template for that.
So we're hand drilling the rest of them, though, I guess.
No, you'd be hand drilling the rest of them. You'd tape measure, scribe it, measure twice, cut once, drill your holes, center punch, then drill your holes. How wide are the stiles in these doors? They're 6-inch stiles?
Yeah, they're wide style doors, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the locks will fit. You know what? We didn't talk about, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you'd want something for the frame as well.
Yeah, strike plate for the frame, yep.
Yeah. Let's see. 4 7/8 strike. Faceplate is okay. I'm just looking to see which part number I would use for this. It's 4 7/8 1.25 inch. Okay. So a general idea. Okay. Continue. Okay. Hit 41. Yeah, I don't have that in the site. I have to look up and see what that one costs. In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to make or break the project. Okay, so what I'd like to do is make sure that I have all the component part numbers correct, so that you know what the out the door price is, so to speak. Actually, I think I can tell you what the strange HIT 45 one. The router template for the frame isn't very much money. It appears to be about $75, so I've got to confirm that. So how about if you give me your email, and I'll send you over a out the door kind of price, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Can you include the correct boring jig too? I mean, I might as well just get it all from doing it.
You mean the guide for your template, your router?
That, and for the cylinder itself, for the 2 holes, the through screws for the cylinder too. I think they make a little thing you put in the actual hole and it marks where the screws will go. For the lock itself.
Well, okay, what screws specifically on this lock?
Well, I was just looking at their for the outside of the door, like for the hole that we drill for the actual door cylinder portion. Am I wrong? Is that not included on this? I'm just looking at the Legion on the cut.
What? Tell me your email, and then I'll ask that you send me back what you're looking at, because you know what? This whole time, you may have been referring to tools that Schlag offers, and I have not been thinking about tools that Schlag may offer. So send that over to me. What's your email?
It is Sean.Stowell, so it's SEAN dot ST as in Tom, OWELL.
Okay.
At NWA/co.com. So it'd be NWAGLASSCO.com.
Got it. Okay. So I'm going to send you an email. Reply back with what you're looking at. I don't look at the Schlag price list often at all for installation tools because they're not making that stuff. They're buying it from someone.
Okay.
You know, we kind of go to the source on that kind of stuff. So, yeah, send me back what you're looking at, and I'll make sure that you understand what a total cost would be. I happen to have done this, as I said, countless times, and I can, you know, so I understand what you want to do, and look forward to helping you with it.
Well, hey, I really appreciate the help. This is above and beyond. So I'll be expecting your email and we'll get it together. And I thank you for the help.
I'm glad you called, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.